Hey guys, me. Sorry it's been a little longer than a week past my first post, but it has been a crazy, hectic week with work and training. A little personal update. I have pushed my show to November 5th instead of October 1st. Not because I wouldn't be ready, but I want to bring an even better package to the stage and place. So, anywho, continuing on and starting with getting started with fitness and just a goal in general, specifically fitness though, because that's what my experience is in. Ooh, bonk. I want to talk to you guys about the psychology of all of it. It's very much so overlooked. I'm going to start with a quote from Rumi, and let's see. Everything in the universe is within you. Ask all from yourself. Boom. This fitness journey that you want to do, it is a full overhaul of not only of yourself physically, but mentally and spiritually as well, in order to make a permanent change. Fitness truly is a state of mind. You have to be thinking about the daily choices that it takes to get towards your fitness goal, even a goal in general. It's a choice that you need to make every single day, and sometimes every single moment. Your body will follow what your mind tells it to do, and that is where you build your discipline from. It's easy to go into work and see the donuts and coffee right there, and it's, oh, I didn't eat this morning, snag, munch, sit at your desk all day. It's just working against you. Again, that's a choice that you can make. Getting back into the psychology of it, coming from my weight loss, which was 80 pounds at this point, I know that when I was a bigger person trying to get a start, I had very, very low self-esteem and very low confidence in myself, and that alone was detrimental to my progress for the longest time, because I would start getting to it, I would be working at it for a week or two, and then I wouldn't see anything, I wouldn't see any results, and guess what I did? I gave up on myself. And that is something that I would assume most people who have tried and tried and tried are facing, and I feel that repeated failure is because they didn't take the time to analyze themselves here before changing here. You have to be happy with yourself before putting yourself through any sort of weight loss regimen, before putting yourself through any sort of physical change yourself, because it does take a lot of time, energy, and just effort and discipline to stick to it. It is a daily choice to be happy. Some people, they choose not to put an effort into being a happy person, and those are a lot of times the people you look at and go, only if she just smiled. Or an example is, someone getting really angry at the bank. Why would you get mad at that teller? They're only telling you what they're seeing on their side. If you take a moment to choose to be a happy person and let that teller know, I'm frustrated at the situation, not at you, let's work on this together, you tend to get a lot more help being a happy person. I know from my experience in retail, the pleasant customer that came in with the problem, I was absolutely happy to serve and take care of. The ones that came in like jerks, quite frankly, I didn't give a shit. That's just an example of choosing to be happy. And it takes practice, choosing to be happy. It's hard in this world. We live in such a world of body image issues. We live in such a world of bad news, of wars, of all sorts of messed up things. And then our own stressors at home. You've really got to practice it and make that a very conscientious decision to do. And how do you make yourself happy? I mean, so many of us are spread so thin. between work, school, kids, family, a sick parent, whatnot, that our emotional ATM is in the negative and it's overdrawn. So we're always running on negative thoughts, energies, issues. Sometimes you have to take that time back for yourself just a little bit to at least get into the positive on your emotional ATM. That's what I like to call self-love. And that can be anything from doing your hair and making yourself look good every day to taking the time to do something like reading or coloring or making something. I know that's really hard for some people, but what have you done to nurture yourself to build upon your own happiness? And this lack of self-love is why so many people just essentially neglect their health. They are just spread entirely too thin amongst other things that may or may not be important in life. So how do you start practicing happiness? I know everyone's going to roll their eyes at me, but start a journal. Journaling is probably one of the best things to be able to not only get angers and frustrations out, but to be able to go back and analyze why and how you can fix it. What I challenge you to do this week is to start a journal. I want you to write one nice thing about yourself to start your day. And if you have something that was bad during your day, I want you to write it down. Write down why it happened and how you can fix it in the future. If you take the time to analyze and root cause analysis to see what made the bad energy for the day, it's going to give you the opportunity to make a coping skill and to fix it. Because most bad habits are coping skills. You didn't go back to figure out the why that you needed to cope.